I am doing yarn braids on locks. That's right, locks. Well, you might as well say starter locks because they're not quite locks yet. But I've been looking online trying to find a way to stop myself from retwisting every 2 weeks. I have a tendency of retwisting my hair because I like it to be neat. I like seeing the parts, and I'm not there yet because my dreads have not really locked to the roots yet, so it gets fuzzy within a couple days. And I was retwisting every 2 weeks, and I knew that was going to lead to thinning. So I looked online and I looked on protective styles on yarn braid, protective styles on dreads, and all I seen was wigs, which I have when I got tired of wearing, and sew-ins, a couple of sew-ins, and I seen one yarn braid, but she didn't really fully finish her head. And I know I do yarn braids on my loose natural hair all the time, so I said, why not? I feel like I'm in the process, further enough process to where it's not really going to damage my locks. I'm in the budding process, so the worst case is that it slows my budding process down. But being that my hair is a little bit longer, I'm a little bit ahead of the game because my hair looks like it's about 5 months. I've been looking at some videos, and that's how far my hair looks, like 5 months, 6 months, depending on who the person is. And I'm only in 3 months of locking, so I can afford to be held back a few months while I have these in. So that's why I am putting yarn braids on starter locks. It's also a way to, it's a protective style. I don't have to bother it. I can oil it, you know, put my favorite oils and herbal blend on my scalp, wrap it up every night, and just watch my new growth. And then when I take it out, I'll probably be around the 6-month lockup date, and I'll be able to show you guys my progress, my growth. So really quick, I'm gonna show you what I do. It's really too easy. It's matter of fact, it's even easier than doing it on natural hair because you have to part, and that takes time. And then I gotta go in the back of my head and use my mirror. You know, I'm trying to part with one hand, and that takes time. So that really cut my time in half. It really did. So all I do is grab and go. I'm almost at the front now. I'll show you what I do. I've been sitting down this whole entire time. I have not been in the mirror at all, not even for this front part. Don't need to, because my hair is already locked. The boxes are already there, which is great. So what I do, I just take 2 pieces of yarn. The way you know how long it's going to be is if you put it up to your root and you put it down, all the way down. You can't see how far I am, but I'm down a little bit past my breast. You'll know how far your dread is going to be depending on when you put it in half. And I don't need to cross it. I'm sorry. I don't need to cross it because I don't need to braid the hair into it because the dread is going to act as its own piece of braid. So what I do is just take 2 strands, put it like this, take it over, grab that piece of dread, make sure it's tight by pulling, and I just braid. That's it. I just braid, and I like to flip mine. I should have pinned that. I like to flip mine inside out just so I can get it tighter. And this is another way of me seeing what my hair will look like when it progresses and when it gets long, because I can see my grid, but being that it was short, it always flops back over and I couldn't really see. So I'll be able to see how my hair will look when it grows, how thick it's going to be. It's going to look rather thick, but I'm cool with that. I still have some to do, so it's going to be pretty thick, and I know how my dreads are going to look when it progresses. But if you have not seen my yarn braids on loose hair, I'll post that video in the description box so you can see how to do that. But it's pretty much the same thing. What you do is when you get towards the end and you have that piece of hair in the middle, you take the 2 pieces of yarn and you put it in the middle and you cover that. So you braid down, and that'll cover that little piece of hair, and that'll keep it from sticking out. So again, you're gonna have to watch out when you get ready to take down. You know that even though you see the fuzzies right here, you're gonna have to go down another inch to an inch and a half, because that's where your hair is gonna be at, because you're not gonna be able to see it. It's not gonna be as fuzzy because it's protected by 2 pieces of yarn. And that's it. And when you get to the end, you tie it in a knot like this, snip the end, and just slightly burn it. You don't want to burn it too much because it'll turn it brown, and if you're looking for a more natural look, you don't want to have your ends brown. Just light it on there for a quick second, and like your finger like that, and put it on there, and it might sizzle, but you'll be alright. But yeah, I'll be back in a few and show you what the final results are. Hey guys, what's going on? I am finished. What a transformation, huh? So yes, if you were wondering how it would look, this is how yarn braids look on starter locks or dreads, whichever one you prefer. So here it is. What I'll do at night is take, I don't know what they're called, neck strips, and put my hair back, take it and wrap before I put a satin bonnet on, and that'll keep my edges laced, keep them laid down. I really like my grid. I did some grab and go and I ended up just fixing it, so here's what it looks like. I know how my dreads are going to look when they grow all nice and pretty. It's going to be rather thick, but that's all good. So yeah, these are the yarn braids. If you guys are wondering, just for y'all, I left out 2 of my locks. I'm going to show y'all how to do yarn wraps. So if you stick with me on my next video, I will show you how to do the yarn wraps. They look more like dreads, so I was so tempted to get those done. Not get those done, but do those myself. But it looked too much like dreads, and as y'all know, I'm still in the military, and I didn't want them hassling me. So I stuck with the braids, which looks more uniform, goes better with the military look than what the yarn does. So next video I'll be doing yarn wraps. Stay tuned, and if you like, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for stopping by. Bye.